What's going on, guys? Rasgas here. Today we're back to War Thunder. Alright, so we're going to jump into the motorboat challenges.
Gunners are searching for airborne and surface targets.
Okay. WASD to move. All we have to do is follow the basic route. So this one seems relatively simple. Current engine mode and speed. Alright, so whenever you're in the boat, it's going to be in the bottom left-hand corner. It looks like we got 92% crew. Really curious to see what that 92% means. So we definitely want to sit here and make sure that we go through the objective post. So we're going to take a shortcut, but it looks like we have to go the long way around. Looks like we're going about 90 or so kilometers an hour. We still have yet to look inside of the settings there to see if we can swap over into like a mile/hour setting. Sure, there has to be that inside this game though. Alright, so we're moving inbound onto our next target. Looks like we're going to have to be destroying this. Click B to stop the boat. Well, I'm clicking it. Do I hold S? I feel like that didn't necessarily come to a great stop. This is your first target training boat, okay? There are a few indicators on the screen, including a cursor showing the fire direction, turret markers showing at which point the ship's weapons are aimed. You can use the cursor to indicate the firing direction. The artillery gunners will then try to aim the guns at the exact direction. It's kind of weird. Normally they have everything completely audio voiced. Camera right here, you can see the exact parts of which the enemy vehicle you were struck by your shells. So we're heading the front of the ship right now. Information about your boat's damaged compartments. Okay, so that's all good to go. The crew is the most vulnerable part of the boat. If most of your crew members are disabled, the remaining crew is insufficient to pilot the boat, and the vehicle is considered to be destroyed. So technically we could sit here and just light the ship up. We want to sit here and try to aim for the crew members though, because we should be able to sit here and fully wipe them out. Nicely done! The target is destroyed. The machine guns and minor caliber cannons installed on your boat are not effective against the large ship and armored boats. Your boat is equipped with 4 torpedo launchers that can be used against these kind of targets. Click Q to activate torpedoes. Click Q to switch between sight on different torpedo launchers. Torpedoes will launch only from the launcher for which the sight is active. If the sight is disabled, all torpedoes will be launched. Okay, so we're going to drop the torpedo off. Note that the path of your torpedo as well as those allied torpedoes are shown in blue. Enemy torpedoes are shown in red. Torpedoes will always follow a straight line, leaving the torpedo launcher in as easy as dodge as long as you notice them in time. If your target is in motion, launch a torpedo. Nicely hit. Go to the next point in your route. Hold on, we'll get some speed up here. Looks like we're going to have to turn over here to the left side. Yeah, I wonder if this is like the newest DLC to this game or something. This is really odd. The rest of them seem to be fully voiced and everything compared to this side. Alright, so we get through that objective post. Looks like we need to come over here to the left side here. You can see sort of a green line where we're going to be going. And that little circle around here should be roughly around where our guns are going to be able to hit. At the moment, we do have torpedoes, so we're going to sit here and swap to different modes here. So it looks like Q is going to be loading the torpedoes gun. Stop the boat. If your boat to come to a complete stop. I'm holding B and I'm holding S down. I'm not entirely sure if maybe my system has it set up to be a different button, but it should be telling me the correct button. So we're going to just use whatever they say. I haven't changed any of the buttons inside the settings. You destroyed the previous target from a shorter distance away, ordering your main caliber guns to fire at their gun points to which you wanted them to hit. You can also leave choice to target up to the gunner by themselves, ordering them at any surface or airborne targets. Move the cursor to the indicated target. Okay, so that'd be like all the way back there. Oh, over here to the right. Alright, so it looks like we're going to need to click on E. E to switch your gunner's target section to the surface or any direction your crew members, and they can do it on their own. Nice, target destroyed. Splendid. Your next objective is to capture the strategic point to move the cursor to the marker above the zone you need to capture. The marker is currently white, which means that the point does not belong to anybody. However, there is currently an enemy target boat in the capture area. The area will begin to turn red. This means that at this point, the enemy is capturing the objective post. Moreover, as long as the enemy vehicle remains in the zone, you will be unable to capture it. Left shift to use binoculars and get a better look at the enemy. Alright, so we'll zoom in. So this is going to be our enemy ship inbound here. Gotcha. Gunners do not account for the target's movement, direction, and speed, so tracking them at their moves and firing in the future positions is still up to you. Start firing at the target. Oh, we're firing all the way back here. hold on. Okay, so we can see our little green reticle here. Looks like we're getting a couple good hits on him. Target is getting completely lit up here. I need to aim a little bit lower. Looks like we've got a couple direct hits on his engine bay here. Gunners, let's see here. Could we launch a torpedo? Alright, so we're not able to do anything like that. Looks like the gunners actually don't have too much of a drop compared to some of the other units. Left shift to switch to third-person view. Move towards the objective post. It's going to take a while for this boat to get up to full speed, and then we'll be able to start capturing the objective around here. We are going to go directly through the objective post. So this, so far, seems to be pretty basic. Nothing too crazy for the ship so far. Compared to the tanks and the aircrafts, this definitely seems to be a little bit different compared to the rest. So we'll get inside the territory here. We're going to be going about 90 kilometers an hour. Be able to capture objective post A, and I'm assuming there's going to be another ship that we're probably going to have to destroy either on the left or right side here. Alright, so it looks like there's going to be buoys marking the domination points around here, so that's good to know. We'll just go directly through the middle here, slowly start capturing objective post Alpha. When you get inside the capture zone, white quarters appear. Yeah, we'll start capturing you. Now just wait for the zone to be captured. We need to sit here and go full stop. There we go. We have now slowly started our stop, and we should be good to go. We're going to be hanging outside on the edge here. We got our whole crew keeping an eye out, just making sure here. We are controlling the gunner in the very front, it looks like. So he's going to be our main camera point. So that's pretty cool. A couple of other gunners are just going to be looking around doing their own thing. It looks like we control the group in the very back too. Victory is achieved when the enemy team loses all of its points, so always try to control the strategic zones. Great, you won. You're a real sea dog now. Alright, so it looks like we got a bomber fighter plane, a regular fighter plane, and a battleship destroyer, so this should be pretty fun. So if you guys are curious, the part 2 of that tutorial there was relatively super basic, so we're not even going to have that in today's video. Basically, it was just teaching you how to play domination all over again. We know how to do that since we've done it twice so far. Alright, so we got Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. Let's see here. So we are on the bottom side right here. So let's see. Should we go for Charlie first? Looks like they do have a couple other destroyers on the map as well. We got somebody on Alpha, and we got somebody kind of on Bravo here. Is that going to be an enemy destroyer all the way out in the distance there? I can see the smoke from his engines, but I think he's going to be too far away to target. He's 8 kilometers away. Got another one 4 kilometers away across the bridge there. We have our destroyers on our side slowly starting to pop up all around the map here. We're going to be moving full speed ahead. So we're probably going to be having to go into open ocean to take on Malcolm the Destroyer. I'm assuming it's probably going to be the best one to go for at the moment. Looks like G is going to be some sort of fire suppression system. I don't know, 6 sort of looks like that too. 8, I'm assuming, is going to be the water out. We haven't actually learned how to deal with things that are going to be like major damage to the ships yet. That'll be something later on that hopefully we'll find out in today's episode. Destroyers are super cool to play with, but they are a little bit slow. So as you guys can see, we have a whole fleet behind us. Going to be moving out in full speed. Oh, we've taken a hit. Let's see here. So 7 should get some repairs going on here. The ship's going to get that done. It looks like we're going to have to take on USS Baker. Is going to be the closest ship here. So we need to lower in some of our attack strategies here. Let's lock onto them. We're going to be getting our guns over inside this territory here. Our torpedoes are going to be inside of a dead zone, so we can't actually use those. Let's see if we can use our main guns. Might be a little bit too far at the moment. Is that because we're turning away from him or something? I wonder why the torpedoes keep saying it's a dead zone. So it looks like the water should be directly through. We got another ship moving inbound here. Let's see if we can get some backup. Or he's going to completely act as the shield for us. Our guns are going to be reloading at the moment, so we're going to get a couple extra shots here. We got a direct hit on enemy target here. His vessel is going to be vastly approaching here, so we need to make sure we get a couple more good hits on. Our torpedoes still refuse to launch. See here, so we're going to need to sit here and keep on targeting. Our guns are kind of stuck at the moment here, so we can't really do too much. Pull out our binoculars again, see if we can lock onto target. We've missed our shots. We're going to have to lead a little bit. torpedo aim in a dead zone.
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Yeah, it just won't sit here and fire those. That's super weird. Alright, so his ship is taking massive damage. We're going to get our cannons ready before we can do another hit. Let's see here. So we got a fire suppression system or something going on there that should help doing some stuff and things. His ship's going to be slowly moving in here, and we're taking a little bit of damage here. Our destroyer is going to have to be taking out his destroyer. We're aiming for the bottom of his hull to sit here and try to cause as much damage as possible. But you still can't aim our torpedoes. Let's see. So we got the gunners now. We're going to have to get a couple direct hits on. Get him on his ship.
Searching for surface targets.
Destroy him. Alright, so we are leading our shots a little bit. We got a very good hit on him. Waiting for the rest of our guns to get ready. We're going to be turning here. We are about to get crashed into by our allies who are refusing to sit here and kill him. We're going to be holding out. This dude is causing a whole bunch of ruckus around here. You just turn and fire at the guy. We got this taken care of. USS Baker is taking a whole bunch of damage here. We're going to sneak up behind him. Direct hits on them. Let's see here. So we got quite a bit of shells here. It takes a while for our guys to fully load up and everything. We're not going to allow this dude to sit here and get some repairs on. We have to sit here and destroy his target. Now we're going to turn around. We are taking some massive hits from the behind areas. So we got 3 kilometers that way. Our ship's going to be doing its best to sit here and fully turn around. We got a couple more ships coming inbound on the left side here. So we need to sit here and try to go through the smoke. We don't have a good line of sight, so we can't sit here and fire at them just quite yet. Alright, so now that we got our binoculars on, see if we can lock on to the next target here. Wait for our guns to turn around over here into this side. Come on, ship. We got places to be. We need to start doing some maintenance around here. Fire suppression systems. We got to get everything fully repaired. Fire away. Free fire away. There we go. We'll hit the bottom of this hole here. Get some repairs going back on here. We can use G in a second. Looks like he crashed into our friendly boat there. He is going to be having severe damage done to him. We're going to be hit by the enemy quite a bit here in this battle. Looks like we got another ship approaching from the right side. We're going to have to turn our guns over here to face them. We are going to be aiming at ships completely this time around. We're going to be turning super quick here, so 8-7. Get some repairs. Get rid of the water. Time to get to work, man. Keep on firing at the ship. We got a couple good hits on here. Alright, so we're taking on the USS Litchfield. Yeah, that's the ship we're on, actually. Alright, so he's half a kilometer away from here. Our guns are going to get prepared. We need to get everybody all set up and ready. Can't see with this smoke field going on here. Torpedo is inoperable at the moment, so we can't do anything with that. We're going to have to free fire into the smoke and hope that we get lucky. Oh, we got another friendly ship coming inbound here. We're going to have a little bit of a crash. We got a couple ships coming inbound here. See if we can turn our guns. Fire at their hull. No! Alright, so we can't turn our guns far enough away. We are going to be crashing into our allies here. Both of us are attempting to get around the corner here. We're just going to have to keep on moving forward here. Try to strike his ship as best as we can. Alright, so let's get out into open seas. I think we're going to need to get out into a little bit more open area and think of a better strategy around here. We could always fire behind us though, but we don't want to sit here and get too far ambushed here. Measuring range, so it looks like that's about half or so. We got a whole bunch of smoke coming in here, so everybody's ships are helping out the environment so great. So we got Litchfield in the back, a couple Bakerfield ships, things like that in the very background here. Looks like their ships are going to be prevailing at the moment in the battlefield, so we have to sit here and start taking them out. Let's check back in over here on the front side here. We got a boat rushing us inbound here. We're going to be free firing our hits. Looks like we're getting a couple good shots in here. Alright, so we need to start targeting the middle of his ship. It looks like that's going to be the most important area. Get some repairs on here. See if we can keep going in the backside here. We're trying to hit anywhere that looks like a critical point to sit here and make his destroyer able to move. Hold on, let's see. So it looks like he might have a gunner that we might be able to shoot. There's a lot of ships inside this target area though, so we are going to have to slow down some. Looks like we're going to be taking heavy fire here. We don't have enough to get the torpedoes out and running yet. We are being fired heavily upon by this next ship inside this zone. Let's see. Can we actually drop the torpedoes? Torpedo aim is in a dead zone because it doesn't want to sit here and help us win. I believe we just dropped a whole bunch of torpedoes on our friendly go.
The enemy ship has been torpedoed.
Alright, so our ship is still taking a little bit of damage here, so 7-8. There's a couple repairs here. We need to sit here and start doing some maintenance. Looks like the destroyers can take quite a bit of damage here. We got our crew sitting here trying to help out everybody. All right, so we got an assist going on. It looks like we got a couple areas under ship that's about to yellow, so it's not like a huge issue just quite yet. So we are able to still take on a couple of them. We got 2 destroyers over here in the middle. We lost a friendly ship though, so that's going to be a heavy loss on our part. Let's see if we can get our scope inbound here. We need to sit here and lock onto them. We can get some torpedoes working. That would be a little bit better for us. See, so we're getting a couple good hits on here. His ship is definitely taking quite a bit of damage. We're going to be doing a full left turn here, trying to line up our shots. See if our torpedoes want to do it. We're in a dead zone, and at the moment our torpedoes are not fully prepared yet. You'll see at the spacebar area, once that gets fully done, we'll be able to start doing that. This guy's ship is taking a whole bunch of damage from us, so we should be able to rush him and at least sink this another ship here. See if we can get over here in the middle. We are about to ram our target. We're going full speed ahead. Get a little bit of extra precaution going on here. We cannot shoot at the moment because our guns are taking a while to load. Into the enemy ship. We're showing him who's boss. The smoke is now getting a little bit crazy around here. We're sitting here just pushing him around. We're not going to let him run away from us. We are taking massive damage here, so let's get some repairs going on here. We should have our gunners focus on his ship though, so we hopefully are lighting him up. We're going to let him get a little bit away from us though, because we are getting a little bit ambushed in this time. So let's see here. So we got another direct hit, so that's looking out good. Get some more repairs going on here. We need to sit here and fully repair up. His destroyer is running away from us. We need to extinguish the fire. Get the buckets of water out. Getting a couple good direct hits. We got some repairs moving on here. Our ship is going to need to get constant repairs while we're going into these heavy battles here. See, so we are taking on a little bit of damage here. It looks like he is also retreating. We still have a little bit of fire. It looks like it's going to be down for 36 seconds or so. So we're going to be attacking his ship. It looks like he's going to be attempting to try to run away from us. We can get a couple more good hits on here. We got another friendly ship helping us from back, so that's doing good. Getting a couple more direct hits on there. Let's see if we can scope in and see what he's got. Looks like he's getting massive damage all over the place. Someone's crashed into him. We're going to slow down, make sure we get some direct hits here. So let's click B. Fully throttle the position down. That way we can get some slower speeds in here. See if we can get that guy taken out here. We can't fire torpedoes from behind. We can only do it from the front. So we're going to have to turn around here. Yeah, I completely forgot that we were playing any objective post. I've been just trying to kill people. No one's even captured Alpha because everybody's been going for kills. So we do have Churchill over in the background there. We are going to be turning our ship, which is going to take a little bit of time. Looks like his vessel is almost sunken. He's taking massive damage. He's going to be attempting to do all that he can to get away from us. Bakerfield's going to be moving inbound here. See if we can destroy one ship. He's got a couple friendly ships helping him out in a second here, so we definitely need to sit here and focus on this one dude. Looks like his ship is about halfway falling down though, so we definitely should be able to take care of him. Torpedo is still having a little bit of issues getting launched, so let's see. So we need to focus on his shell. Looks like his ship is basically all but falling over. We're going to be turning. Don't want to drift too far. We want to make sure our ship is going to be staying in a nice readily available position here. Move on forward here. So we got some of our stuff is in the yellow, but looks like we're still doing pretty good compared to everybody else looking red.
The enemy ship sank.
Oh, cancel that. Alright. That ship sunk, so we can move on to the next target area. Let's see here. So it looks like we're going to be going for the turbine next. We could go for Alpha and just run across the area here. Looks like Charlie is going to be an objective post. Nobody is on Alpha in this. Oh, we really want to get outside the battlefield, but I feel like we have to at least capture Alpha to start winning the battlefield here. So we're going to retreat away some. We're at least going to turn on anti-aircraft, though. Oh, we can have it so it targets everything. That's even better. Ship's going to be taking some damage. We're going to get some repairs around here. We're going to be sitting duck while we cross the seas, but you know what? I think this is going to be essential for our team to survive. So we're just going to have to make this little trek here. It looks like there is going to be a ship over inside of this early territory that is going to be attempting to stop us. Maybe we can get some repairs on here. Just pay attention to any maintenance that pops up while we're sailing across the open seas. We got one ship way out in the distance. I don't know if we'll be able to hit him from this far. It's going to be a super close shot, though. Looks like he's attempting to make a couple extra shots as well. Alright, so with him moving, we're going to have to aim a little bit ahead. We got this mountainside that should protect us here in a second. Now we'll have some leeway to sit here and move across the island here. He's going to be shooting. He's going to get a whole bunch of missed shots here. We have a ship, it looks like behind us, chasing us right now. Alright, so the GN turbine is going to be chasing us, so let's get our camera view on this backside here. We're going to have to turn and fight this guy, or is someone going to distract him? Because we really have to sit here and capture Alpha, I think, to win. Looks like we have a couple other ships that are all sorting to think like this. We're going to go for Alpha to see if we can start capturing that. We got some repairs that we need to get done here. This dude is still somewhat chasing us, or does he get bored yet? So we're moving our guns all the way around behind us here. See if we can get a couple extra shots on. I don't think we can drop the torpedoes directly behind us, but that'll be super good. Let's see. Fire away, men! Come on. Torpedo it in a dead aim. Yeah, we can't sit here and drop any torpedoes, so we're going to have to wait on our regular guns to sit here and get prepared. We'll have to keep up on the repairs here. Measuring range. Let's see here. So we should be able to fire at his ship here. We'll get a couple direct hits. If we can destroy his crew that's at least shooting us, we should be able to sail completely away from him and not have to worry about that. It's going to take a second before we're able to shoot again. Okay, so we're going to wait on that. Everything else looks like it's looking pretty good. He's no longer attempting to hit us, so we must be doing pretty good compared to him. Our guns are going to get fully reloaded here in a second. Bell's going to splash. We got a direct hit. The ship's looking like it's catching on fire. He's still attempting to chase us for some reason, so we have to sink this ship. Looks like we are slowly losing this battlefield, though, so that's why we were going for Alpha and sort of exiting this battle conflict area, even though I think we were doing relatively decent. Alright, so he's sunken. Focus on what we were doing. So we need to go back to Alpha. We got another little boat over here. Man, that really is a little boat. Alright, so let's use our little gunner here. We're going to lead our shots. We're going to have to play it in third person here, see if we can get a little extra shots in while we're still driving. Got a direct hit. Massive damage done. No free crew members for repairs, so we're going to have to sit here and do that. So we are losing some crew members here. If we can get a whole bunch of damage on his ship, he's not going to be able to progress too far forward. We need to get some more guns, men. Get the guns ready. If we destroy his guns, we should be fine. We're going to have to get off of the throttle. The ship has been destroyed. Got taken out by a little ship. Alright, so we can do a battleship or we can do a fighter. You know what? Technically the fighter planes are going to be part of this battle here, so I want to do a bomber. We didn't do a bomber last time, we did a fighter pilot, so let's get the bomber in here and see if we can drop some bombs on them. Let's see. We did this somewhat to the tutorial this. Capture and maintain superiority over the points A, B, and C. Bomber is going to be going in. We are capturing the Alpha objective. It looks like our sacrifice was not made in vain. Our bomb is going to be down in the very bottom here. So let's see. We got a bomber view. We get over inside of the target zone. We should be able to get over there. So we're going to go full speed around. No one's going to even notice us. We're going to be hanging on at the very top here. We're going to be going for the destroyer over here in the front. So let's go and get into the bomber view. We are going to need to get a couple direct hits in to actually help our squad mates, though. So let's see. Wait for it. Hold your ground. Fire away. Oh, I thought it was going to be a very big bomb. All right. Well, if we got a whole bunch of machine guns, we should be able just to fire away as soon as we get kind of close to it. We are going to get shot out, though, from the ships, though. So let's see. So let's go and get our guns prepared. Is that even... Yeah, let's just go for a dive bomb. We're getting a whole bunch of hits on this destroyer. We're going to go for his little ship as well. This is probably the way you're not supposed to be using a bomber plane. But you know what? We're going to roll with it. Our guns are jammed. We're going to have to get out inside the area here. Got our G-forces that are having a little bit of issues here, so we're going to try to get out of the way. Our wings have clipped a little bit of damage here, so we are going to have to be turning around here. See if we get a little bit better territory. Both of our wings are starting to take some damage here. We don't have a way to repair them, though. We're getting outside the area. Our tail has been shot down. Evasive maneuvers, crew. Hang tight. We're about to crash. Alright, well. Spacebar to drop the bombs. Now that we remember that, at least. Oh, we don't have any points for that. That's what that was. Okay. Well, you know what?
Gunners are searching
We
for
don't have points for the rest, so we should be able just to hop on this. It looks like we're winning right now. All we have to do the Sail of Shame to catch back up with the rest of the people here. Looks like Alpha has been captured. Bravo's good to go. We went from losing to completely dominating the battlefield. So nice!
Allied forces have captured a zone.
Accomplished.